Well, welcome to Fit Face X in the 7-Day Challenge. My name is Tanya Strong, and today I'm going to show you all of the different exercises that I used to get these results in about 8 to 9 weeks. So one of the first things that I would recommend that you do is find a place for your Fit Face X stand and your Chin X that you're going to be able to see it every single day, that you're going to be able to use it. So I do mine a lot of times on my desk when I'm working, when I come into the gym, and or at the evening when I take a bath. Those are probably the three most popular times for people to use it. But find your own that works for you. If not, it'll end up in a drawer someplace and unused, and you won't get the results that you want. Second, I'd highly recommend getting a before picture. Because as you make these changes, it's going to be gradual and you're not going to see it. And then in 8 weeks or 10 weeks, you'll be like, oh, I don't see any difference. But there has been a difference. And so having that after picture really helps you stay motivated. Third, I think is very helpful, at least for me, was studying the muscles of your face. And when I learned that this is a muscle that connects to your jowls, and that's why you get these gels, I was like, okay, I can target that muscle. Just like I can target my bicep or I can target my quads, I can target the muscles of my face, but you have to know how to activate them, and it will take you some time to activate them. I know that the first couple times, actually the first couple weeks really, that I used these products, my inside of my mouth was a little sore. I couldn't really, it felt weird. But then all of a sudden, like my muscles started kicking in, they started getting stronger, and I could start seeing some differences. So you haven't worked out your face before, so give it some time. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the Cheek X. It looks like this. It is the biggest one of the three that go into your mouth. Now, a couple things about this. Now, you're going to be able to do something called an isometric hold. If you're not a gym rat, isometrics is where you basically just hold a muscle without movement, but you're pushing as hard as you possibly can. And so when we designed this, we wanted it to be able to do an isometric movement. So I do a lot of these, and also it does allow for eccentric movement and concentric movement. Again, if you're a gym rat, you will know those terms. So I'll do it on the outside first and kind of share with you what you can do, and then I will take you through and walk you through the actual workout, okay? So the first one is let's just do a basic Cheek X movement. So we're just gonna be putting this in the center of our cheeks and just going back and forth, okay? So basic cheek push-up, shall we say. And so you wanna put your fingers right here, hold them, push it all the way in, put it into your mouth, and I'll show you how you do it. So I do about 30 of those, and then I do a 10-second hold. And when I first started, I was doing maybe 15 and a 10-second hold. And so let me show you what a 10-second hold looks like. Now, you're gonna feel it everywhere as you're pushing it down. Now, just so you know, there's actually an advanced version that I use that is much stronger. So this is kind of when you first buy a Fit Face, you get the beginner. In about probably 3 months, you're gonna wanna have the stronger one, and it makes a big difference. All right, so that is just a basic cheek push-up. I'm going to show you some of the advanced stuff that I do. So one of the fun things that I call this a cheek chiseler. So as we age, obviously, you know, having nice cheekbones and having a nice chin line is important. And so what I do is I put this all the way, put this all the way back, and it fits right underneath my cheekbone, inside my mouth, obviously. And then I pull it down, and then I lower it just a little bit, and I pull it down. and I lower it just a little bit and I pull it down. So I'm using my arm and to pull, but at the same time, I'm squeezing as hard as I can with my cheeks to be able to like lift it up, okay? So I'm working against this and I'm using that motion and that movement. So I'll go ahead and walk you through how I do that. All right. And you'll notice you can get right next to that chin line right there. You want to get as close to where those muscles connect, and you can get really close to that cheekbone as well. Try and get it all the way as far back as you can. You're doing it both on the same, you're doing it at the same on the same side. So like, just because I showed you this side, I'm still, I guess it's happening on both sides at the same time. Does that make sense? All right, so that's what I call like the cheek and the chin chiseler. Now, let's hit those jowls. Ready? Now, I have been blessed with wonderful genetics and I will always be fighting my jowls. So I had to come up with some fun things to really be able to lift these jowls, okay? So I want my jowls, I want this to shorten, right? So I want these to be pushing as much as I possibly can. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in here, right where my jowls are, and I'm gonna lift up, and I'm gonna lift up, and I'm gonna be fighting the entire time and really pushing against it. So I'll show you what I do. All right. And you will feel that right here. Whoo, big time. Whew. All right, so now what I want to do is I'm gonna do 3 different parts of this jowl. So remember, the jowl is caused by this muscle that connects underneath your nose to here. There's going to be a couple other muscles involved too, but that's the main one that I try and focus on, okay? So I'm going to show you how I put this into my lower lip, and I squeeze my lower lip, and I do these lip push-ups. And then I'm going to take it to the middle of my lip, and I'm going to do these push-ups in the center, and then I'm actually going to put it in my top lip. And it's gonna look amazing on camera, I know, but I'm gonna put it on my top lip and I'm gonna get all of these muscles. So by the end of this, my entire jowl area is gonna be wiped out. Ready? So, up. And now we're going to go up to the top lip. Now I finish each of those with an isometric hold. So once I've tired it out by doing the push-ups, then I do a final like 10-second hold. Boom. Okay, so let's recap on the cheek X. So you have just the basic in the center. Remember, always holding, helping. Then you've got the cheek chiseler that comes down. Then you've got the jowl that lifts the jowl up. And then you've got the 3 that target this whole area right here. So those are just some of the exercises that you can do with cheek X. So now let's move on to lip X. Now I love lip X. X is a fantastic way to target the jowls as well, to help with the lips. I have a very crooked smile, so it has helped straighten out that smile. It's helped strengthen the smile. So remember, with lip X, it is critical that you are using your fingers to push it down, okay? Your lips will never be able to really push this down, okay? It was designed to have your fingers push it down, and then for your lips to fight, and try and like keep it going, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start on this side of my mouth, and I'm gonna have it completely as close together as possible. I'm gonna run that along my entire mouth, holding, pushing as far as I can, as hard as I can with my lips, okay? Then I'm gonna open it just a little bit, and then I'm gonna run it across the other way, and then I'm gonna open it a little bit more, and then I'm gonna run it across the other way. And again, all the way back and forth until it is all the way open, and then I do it again. And what this does is it's gonna hit all of the different muscles at different angles and really work that muscle out, okay? So I'll show you how we do that. So start here. Open just a little. Open. Okay, do that 2, 3, 4 times. Just keep going back. And you should feel it all the way through this part of your mouth. Now, what I'm going to do now is the pulsing. So we're going to do the same concept, but we're going to pulse throughout the entire time. So basically, again, start at one side. I'm going to have it closed all the way. I'm going to be fighting against it, and I'm just going to pulse all the way across my lips. I'm going to do that a couple times. Ready? Now the trick is to really make your lips push as hard as they can. Do not put this on your teeth. It's always very tempting. You want to put it right on your lips. And that's really, do that a couple times. You are good to go. So next is Jaw X. So Jaw X is really good at targeting this part of your face. And for some people, they say that they kind of gag on it. Totally understand that, but this is a trick for you. Number one, you put it into your mouth and you hold the very front and you make sure that it always stays toward the front of your mouth. If it goes toward the back, that's when you have a gagging reflex. So make sure that you're holding it out front. Now, another trick, at least what I do, what I've found to really tire these muscles out, is I put it about halfway and I just pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. I do about 20 pulses and then I do a hold as long as I can, and then boom, done. So that is how I use Jaw X. Okay, so I'll show you one. All right, hold it. And then we're through. Okay, if you're doing it right, you will see all of these little ligaments and everything tightening as well. That's going to help lift the neck. So, Jaw X, last but not least, one of my absolute favorites. Are you kidding me? This is insane, you guys. All right, so I know a lot of people probably look at this and go, how do I use this and what is it for? This is a game changer for us, okay? So I'm gonna walk you through how to do it. What you first wanna do, there's an instruction video on how to attach the thing if you need it. But I attach it to my pull-up bar. You can also attach it to a door and just close that door. Whatever is easiest for you. I've had some people who throw a hard point into a wall, attach it to that. There is a carabiner at the end, so you can do that. But this one is just this, because Who wants a double chin? I do not. So, ready? This is gonna get your double chin. So what you wanna do is you're going head like my forehead like this. I make sure that my neck is nice and straight. And all I do is I'm gonna lean into it as hard as I can, just using my neck, okay? You're gonna see all of that right there. You can feel it, and you hold it. Holy buckets, people, okay? Do that 10 seconds, do that 20 seconds, do 2 sets of 10, but do it because it is a great way to be able to tighten up all of this, okay? All right, so the next thing you're gonna wanna do is turn around and you're gonna put your chin into it. And we're gonna do these chin push-ups, okay? So I'm gonna show you how that looks. Ready? And that just, you can feel it right here, the most important part of your neck, or getting rid of your double chin. All right, last but not least, actually this workout was given to me by my chiropractor. And because if you're looking at screens all the time, if you're like at a desk, if you read a lot, you start getting this like little hump and these little weird things on your neck. And so he's like, Tanya, you always have to do this. Well, he never had a tool for it. So tell your chiropractor you actually have a tool for this. So now what you can do is put this behind your head like this, and you push back. Now, a couple of things. If you've got damage on your spine, or you've got any type of spinal issues or neck issues, you may want to talk with your chiropractor first about how to use this, make sure you're doing it right. Talk with a personal trainer, make sure that your form is good. The last thing in the world that you want to do is hurt your neck or do this in a way that could be harmful. All right, so 7-day challenge. Do these exercises every day for the next 7 days. I'm actually going to put some workouts together, just some quick 5-minute videos that you can follow. So if you didn't remember everything that you saw today, we'll walk you through it again and again. But I promise you, in 7 days, you'll not only probably you'll for sure feel a difference in your facial muscles and your ability to activate them, but you're going to have new habits. And that's probably one of the most important things, is just consistency. As we all know, those who work out every day, consistency is everything. So I hope this helped. Have a great day, and we'll talk later.